5, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, guys, and welcome to BoATV for tonight's GT4 race in Zolder. It's round 6, and as one can tell, it's rather soggy. So we're in for a double race tonight, 2 race stint. So, and tonight I'm going to be joined by Steve's awake on the comms. Good evening, sir.
Evening, Roy. How are you doing? Have you enjoyed your mid-season break?
Yeah, if you could call it that, yeah.
No rest for the wicked.
Yeah, that's the one, mate. So, just reading the chat there. Evening, Coulthard. Evening, Brian. Howdy, guys. Good luck, y'all. Oh, sorry, not y'all. Hoping for Goose and Boris to do the business. Okay. Yeah, it's tough grid out there. With the Euro League, the drivers kind of wanted to race against each other a bit more competitively, so they kind of swapped each other about. You would know because you're there.
I was one of the people who got bumped. Got bumped to the other grid, so I know as well.
It's got to be more. It's got to be more entertaining though, to like with more of a chance to grab that podium. Whereas on this grid with Bennett, we've got Vag,
it's scary quick.
Morgan, Migrun, Sarosa. Oh, got a new follow-up. Welcome to BoATV. I sound like a bleeding robot every time someone follows. So welcome to Twitch and YouTube viewers alike. But yeah, as we were saying, we've got a tough grid out there. We've got tough conditions out there as well. Bennett's calling a tight quali, she said. And then evening Neil as well in the chat. So good evening everyone watching.
Bennett in the chat saying that the beam is struggling to stop around here. Well, you're doing a good job of hiding it, mate. Currently top of the table with a 45 dead. That's the quickest time I've seen all week as well. So seems to be handling the lack of braking power quite well.
Just bumped him off the top of that league.
Oh, there we go.
Right, no, I can vouch for that as well. Whilst I was doing the cutscene video, which is for some reason it came out at night time. Yeah, the braking on it is horrible. You have to brake so much earlier than you would in normally. So yeah, but it doesn't seem to deal well with the thingy. So I don't know. Looking at the things now, Axie's up there. Audi, Porsche. So yeah, not all Beamers up there, apart from the 2 you kind of expect to be up there.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised actually, Roy, because what I've seen in practice throughout the week and in the practice service is the Mercedes sort of having a definite sort of pace advantage. Morgan in particular looking very quick, so it's interesting to see him. No Mercedes in the top 5. COS Axie in the Camaro. We know that the Camaro does okay in the wet. Probably handles the curbs quite nicely as well. He's up there in P3. Good to see him mixing it near the front. And a Vage as well, a reserve in tonight in the Porsche. So good to see that we've got a couple of different manufacturers. You may have noticed as well, Roy, Hero Bump Stop. He's jumped ship from the Ginetta. He's moved to Team Beamer.
He couldn't help himself, could he? He couldn't help himself. Yeah, Coulthard's just
immediately giving him a change of fortune.
Coulthard's just called that out as well. So we're going to go into quali in just a minute. We're just waiting for the last couple of cars to come around. How are the teaches coming on? What are teaches? A moustache. Yeah, I was just about to lead that. You just ruined my segue, you idiot. I was just about to lead to that.
He's on the ball even when he's not here.
Yeah, back off. It's my show. You can wait till Sunday. Yes, well, as you can see, the GT4 logo is carrying a moustache. So we are supporting Men's Health Awareness Month. Sorry, bloody mouthful as well. Men's Health Awareness Month. So, and yeah, and we're all getting behind it because one of our members and a mate of mine, they've recently had one of their family members who did actually have cancer before, kicked it, and unfortunately come back again. So, and it's just personally, sorry, just laughed a bit. It's personally, it's yeah. I thought, yeah, we've got to do this. So, Sirkos is leading it for us. So, but yeah, I've got my picture up tonight. So, yeah, get on Discord and check out. Some of us already got beards. Surfless is definitely cheating. So, are you joining in? Devil?
I wasn't planning to. The issue that I have is
if you do it, I'll stop calling you Devil.
Ginger. The issue I have with being ginger is that bits of it grow sort of lighter than others. So I'll be honest, if I have a moustache, it doesn't really look any different as to just if I don't have any facial hair. So no, I've done it before, certainly with a few sports teams. It's a great cause, and it's good to see so many people involved. Looks like we've got a bit of a car park, as we might expect on this sort of track, so they all try to find some space during this quali session. Only 10 minutes quali in the sprint format as well, so early lap times are going to be vital because there's not going to be too many chances to set a time.
Yeah, on board with Vajevo. DOR. I reckon I know I've seen him about. We've raced with him before. Good to see him coming onto the BoA server. I'm pretty sure he's fast. I can't remember where I've seen him before. I don't know if it's endurance. I just watch so many races now. It all kind of blurs together. He takes a big chunk of the first chicane there. Flies over it as he makes his way back down the hill towards the second chicane.
Horrible complex this.
Did he bid it? No, he just about held it. Cut a lot of that corner. Getting brave out on the exit curb.
Yeah, you can take quite a lot of liberties with the track limits in that chicane. Only thing in these conditions is it can sometimes upset the car a little bit, but if you want all of those last tenths, you do need to get a bit creative over the curbs there. But good to see. He's looked pretty quick again in practice. So it'll be interesting to see where he ends up, especially in the Cayman. It's not a car that we've seen much of. Is it Galeo, I think, is the only other driver that normally runs it. So
where is Galeo?
As I say, so it's good to see a mixture.
Galeo out there tonight? No, Galeo out to there. So Vage goes, puts the first time in a 46.3. I'm not going to be able to keep up with all the cars coming over the line.
Yeah, here they all come.
Parked up on top of each other at the moment. But
here comes Bennett.
Yeah, 45. 4. Yeah, Boris went in there. Morgan's just beat that with a 45.4. So they're all right on top of each other. I'm going to jump aboard with car 73. Axie's making his way around. Look pretty quick in practice.
Mr. Sipex goes for provisional pole for the Tutti Frutti boys in the Audi. That's a stomping lap for him, a 45 dead, 3 temps clear at the top. So good work from him. He's certainly made improvements at the start of the season, mixing it up there with the big boys.
It's 840 Weed Flaming Racer. We know he's a rapid driver as well. I'm just looking at names of Rod's Trigger. It's going to be an interesting one. Dove, Boost. Anyone out there?
They're all rapid, that's the problem.
I know I've seen him about. I can't remember what sort of pace he's got though. Olaf is out there. So here they are, all quick out there. So we've got a bit of a breather now as the parade makes their way around the track.
They've got the whole track, Roy. They could have sort of given themselves a bit of space, but they're all pretty much in the same sector.
Yeah.
I don't know how they've managed it.
There's 3 cars on top of each other, I can see. They're starting to space out a little bit. So UK Sim Racer goes into 12th. 64, so bumps out there on the laps. Currently 7 attempts off. In 7th place currently. Takes a lot of that inside curb. Seems to get away with it. he
He's up
improved
to
it.
fourth.
Yeah, improved.
Bennett invalidated his lap time around, so he's missed the chance to improve, but he'll have time for a few more attempts. He's got a bit of a gap as well, as much of a gap as you can have in this situation where they're all on top of each other.
Axie's
See
in
what
the
he
third.
can do as they go round.
I'm just watching Axie.
He's been looking quick.
He's got an interesting line on the exit. He doesn't cut across towards the wall like everyone else does. It's interesting. It's working for him. That's what matters.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of weird lines, I think, today, Roy. It's all about trying to get the power down as quickly, as smoothly as possible. And if the TC kicks in, if you lose the back a little bit on one of those straights, you can lose a lot of time by the end of it. So, yeah, just have to watch how much curbs you take. Just it upsets it just slightly. You lose time all down the straights. And but Axie's looking really quick today. And I was just wondering, as we see Morgan on top currently with a 44.1, there was a little bit of sandbagging going on in practice. I was a little surprised to see him down there and about 6th or 7th. I know that sounds a bit stupid, but someone can sandbag and still be in 7th.
Sandbagging the bow, I've never.
But
Trigger, do you know what? Trigger was the one who kicked that off. Trigger was the first one to start sandbagging. He was like, hold on. And then I think Nico started doing it, and they all started doing it. Then Bennett came on, and I think everyone had to start doing it. It's like we ain't showing you what we got. Yeah, Roger's done it as well. I think Roger might have been one of the only ones to do it. It's an interesting tactic, not showing your cards. So,
Boris has just gone provisional pole by 0.003 of a second.
How tight do you want it? So we've got Trigger out there on a lap as well, as we're just talking about. He's in 6th place. Currently 8 temps, miles off. Evening, John. See, we've got a newcomer, Skara. Evening. I'm not going to try and pronounce how you pronounce IED. How do you do that? Evening, Rimps. Not looking forward to this, mate. The race is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of driver errors here today. Maybe not so much in this grid, as these guys are the pros, but Intercom, I think, might struggle a little bit more.
Sorry, I just read Neil's message there. I didn't mean to laugh over you there. Neil Bill, I sandbag all season. Next season is going to come like a beast. He's going to destroy everyone. By the end of the year, he's going to be in pro. Come on, Neil. Right, who can I grab? 900. Mr. Soroza, our Russian brother. Don't recall him doing too great in the.
Morgan has just gone 3 temps clear of Boris, a 43.6. This is frankly insane pace compared to what I've been seeing in practice servers. Leaving nothing on the table for sure.
Yeah, someone's agreeing with you there. 43.6 insane. Brian.
So interestingly, Boris and Bumpstop have gone to the pits, as has Mr. Sifek, so they will not be improving. So it's going to be down to presumably Trigger and Bennett to maybe challenge Morgan, but they're going to have to find a whole second. Morgan really throwing down the gauntlet with that last lap. The checkered flag comes out.
Yep, and so UK Sim Racers just invalidated and gone back to the pits. 117 Capitino Rogga. He's in 19th at the moment. Yet to set a time. What has he got? Yeah, I don't understand these guys on Xbox especially.
Freakish. It's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
I know it's maybe not kind, but just freakish.
Well done, Bump.
And it's good news for you, Roy. It is IED Skara, so it's 2 separate
IED. Okay.
Words you've just heard from the chat, so that's
Thank
really
you very
easier for us.
Roger's
Roger's 10th.
Yeah, got that. So I don't know if someone moved. We've got 840. Where are you? Weed Flaming Racer.
Down in 16th.
Wow.
He'll be hoping to improve.
And he does.
To 6th. That's
Jumps
more
10
like
places.
Expect to see him.
And we've got 2 more cars.
Go through. Olaf goes 7th.
Yep, and Dove stayed where he was. Wow. Well, that's pretty damn sharpish in wet conditions. Only like 13 seconds off a dry lap. So, but we're going to jump to cutscene and adverts, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Cheers. See you in a minute. Make sure it's working. Yeah, welcome back, guys. So they just set off on their formation lap. just reading through the messages while we're away. Are these times all ability Series X and good quality? Do you know what? It could be one of them. It could be a mixture of them. It could be all of them. So ability is what you need more than anything. And I've seen guys start on controller and take that ability across the wheel. So some guys have just got that knack for being able to drive on the limit. But Shug is right as well. I've noticed in quali, no matter what, the track is always better, no matter what conditions, for some reason. But yeah, it might be because they're kicking up more water. I just don't know how live the track is. Do you know what I mean?
You just have to feel it. It's very difficult if you're not out there on track, sort of driving it yourself, but the grip does seem to change almost every lap in these conditions. So even though the weather's
even dry,
set to static, but
once the track's fully rubbed in, it feels completely different. So Morgan leading the pack round. This is the first of two 20-minute races. Also going to be doing practically the same thing tomorrow night in the Porsche Cup. I think we've almost got a full grid on Xbox. So I think we've got about 11 or 12 on PC. Masala will be... The poll is going for driver of the day. Oh my god, that's the wrong poll. What was to say? Yeah, so Porsche Cup tomorrow night, same format as this, two 20-minute races. Masada's going to be taking the stream on Xbox, that will be on Twitch, I will be on YouTube, running the PC. So once again, I get shortchanged.
Here we go then, Morgan leads him up to the line.
All yours, buddy.
Oh, lovely. So we've got the two Mercedes leading us home, front row lockout. Our Drivers' Championship leader Bennett is all the way down in 5th. What can he do? It's wet here at Zolder. The green flag drops. What are we going to see here in the first of these two sprint races? We run down to turn 1. Looks like everybody's going to be nice and cautious as we go through here. Looks like pretty much everybody's got through okay.
Ooh.
Morgan holds the lead.
Axie's off.
Hung out to dry a little bit. It's RZM Trigger's made up a few places there. He's up into 3rd. He's going to make a move up for 2nd, actually. He's going to be on the inside of Boris. Oh, stops out wide on the gravel.
Stay with him. As I think that was Olaf door.
Oh, Boris and Trigger. Is that?
Oh! What was that?
People in the wall.
What's going on? Oh, there's more collisions. It's still going. It's still going. Complete rats off.
Absolutely carnage at the first chicane.
We got Mig-Run completely out. Oh, Mig-Run with a shit stick again. Trigger looks...
Oh,
Trigger's not moving.
Gone. Now, I'm trying to work out who it was with Boris, who looked like sort of started that all off by getting sort of together on that run down the straight, and then all hell broke loose behind. But I'm sure there'll be plenty of stewards reports going. It's these sprint weekends, Roy. They just they bring out the carnage.
I think that was a jump to pits from Trigger, so pretty sure I've not got it set up for replays. To be honest, I think that's one that we don't want to see a replay, because
we probably don't want to watch. Yeah,
I want to see replays of that.
I tell you who it has worked out quite well for, though. Morgan has got a 2-second lead after the first lap already.
He clipped well out of that, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he was the only one that was ahead of it all. Nobody else would have had to have backed off. And but yet again, we say this. How many weeks do we say this, Roy? The man who's managed to gain the most positions out of this, number 1, the red BMW, Bennett, gets through unscathed. He's already back up to 2nd. He just seems to find his way through as a Weed Racer again up into P3. He's coming under pressure now from... hang on.
Boris,
he's coming up for pressure from Boris. Yeah, sorry, I'm struggling with a
Okay.
I thought that was the silver Porsche for a minute. I was a bit confused. But,
Well,
maybe I need to get myself to Specsavers. But
well, they're definitely in trouble now because Tux, the GC4 manager, has got the replay. So.
Oh, there'll all be a summon to the principal's office later.
I didn't even know he's in spectator mode, so he kept done that one.
Big Brother is always watching.
But Boris is on the bumper of Weed Flaming Racer right now. He goes up on the inside.
He's not going to get that stopped, is he? Surely.
No, Weed's definitely going to have a run.
Cut back.
Oh, just cuts across him.
Bargy.
Yeah.
Don't think that was intentional from Weed, but it's just need to be a little bit more careful with the car on the outside. Bennett across the rubble strips, looking a little bit conspicuous as Bennett, not his usual on it rapid self, but still.
Yeah, struggling.
Bennett at the ragged edge is better than most. So.
Yeah, exactly. Right, well, let's go through the grid now. So let's see what else has gone on. Obviously, the carnage. First of all, we saw Axie, he's going backwards still, which is such a shame because he looked really quick. Rosa, I think he might have got caught up in that because he's really far down. As I say, I never really see strong performances from Rosa in the wet, but it might be just bad memory. And I do have really bad memories, so like, if you I think it's not selective. Boris, that is not true, mate. I forget everyone's stuff equally. I can't even remember what lap times I do. It's ridiculous. But I can remember someone's birthday.
Stop taking the rallycross line at the Villeneuve chicane there. He's up in 5th, that's certainly the highest we've seen him in his first race in the BMW, so maybe that 30-point payoff might be worth it.
I've got 9 tracks drawn out on my wall, and none of them are Zolder. Ooh, bumps catching them up really quickly. And then we see Boris take a lot of that curb.
Got a yellow flag at the back. I see it looks like Migrun and Boost Goose in the wall. It looks like, I don't know if there was contact between the two, or whether Migrun was just taking some evasive as Boost Goose just drives straight into the barriers at breakneck speed, so he'll be out. And is that... Yeah, I'm trying to...
I think that's Migrun to the pits as well, was it? No?
UK Sim Racer, so maybe they had the collision, but already three drivers out of the running.
Well, the good thing is we have still got battle going on, and we do have a battle behind them as well, closing in slowly.
Oh, here we go. Olaf and Sitpex. That's specifically as follow the leader through that first chicane. Fell on the inside is always going to win there, but Sitpex looking racy in the Audi. He's got his teammate Captain Rog right behind him as well. So Dove joining the party as well. So we've got a couple of trains. Morgan might be checking out at the front, but we've got 2 groups behind that battling to keep us entertained.
Boris is going for a move again upset. No, he's decided to stay back at the moment. Yeah, it's looking... Oh, Boris does look... I've seen a YouTube video of these. I know he gets the red mist. So
he must have some damage as well from that lap 1 incident, you have to admit, so that car's not going to be handling.
I think he might have just had some like wing damage, but I don't think it, like, normally if you get front end damage, it normally cripples you. And we've got, is that Vajevo is closing in on Dove. Close to make a move, but he's carrying damage, so there's a lot of cars out there carrying damage as well.
Ooh, as Dove gets out of shape on the exit of 1. And that will allow Vage to get around the outside of the starting box. Bit of a touch, but they will keep it together. That might allow Dove to hold it, but
Vage going to get. God, that was close out on the exit curve.
Enough to tuck in, I think, here.
Oh, no. Traction control saved you there.
That's going to allow McVitie to wind his way through the carnage. And
seeing some reckless racing out there. Not reckless, clumsy. Better change my words.
I think it's very tricky. We know what sprint races are like. There's no time to sort of settle in. The wet conditions as well. We don't have that many wet races in GT4. Feels like we have more and more in the GT3 Sundays. So
I think you find it's probably the other way around. I think Tux might agree or disagree, but I think this season's the first time we kind of run wet weather on GT3. Normally it's GT4 that does.
So
it.
I'm just unlucky then, is what I'm hearing.
But
Sipek's nearly going into the back of Olaf there, the Jackie Ick chicane. And just to avoid it, here we go, side by side for P2. Bennett positioning his car on the inside. Is Weed going to be able to switch it back underneath him? Going to have a look, but that's not the best place to try and make a move. Have to try and pressure Bennett into a mistake, but that's a very difficult thing to do.
Not the easiest of tasks, though.
We've seen it a couple of times, funnily enough, in the wet. I believe last time out at Suzuka, we saw a rare mistake from Bennett in the wet, but he still managed to win that race. So when you're that quick, you can afford the odd mistake. But Morgan, 6 seconds just off the road. He's just checked out.
Yeah. I think this battle could start seeing everyone draw together a bit as well. So there's battles going on there as well at the back. We've got Vajevo and McVitie. We've got Axie closing in on Sarosa. Both of them have been in the wars tonight, halfway into the race. Good evening, Cara.
So Boris has dropped back to 5th. He's now sort of on the back of Olaf, so I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I missed that. But so a bump stop to get up into 4th, and he'll be on the back of Bennett and Weed.
So I'm just watching Axie Sarosa. So let's
yeah, that's a lot of damage on Sarosa's car.
Still got that freeway battle going on. I'd stick battle in there. I'll just leave it at that. Oh, and McVitie looks like he's going to have a decent run on the exit, I think, here. But he's probably too close. Might have had to get on the throttle. But on the inside here, it's going to be a good move. He can make it stick. I think he will. Nice move. That is a nice move, tricky in these conditions. And Vajevo, I think, might be having a look as well. Dove's starting to struggle a little bit.
There you go. It's good to see that you can get round. You can get past another car here without contact. Starting to wonder. And McVitie's showing us how it's done in P9 in the black and yellow Mercedes.
Back on board with 2nd and 3rd place battle. Just about to say they're starting to drop bump, but I think with that off there from Bennett.
Ooh, around the outside, is he going to switch back? He looks flustered, does Bennett? He does seem to be making just little errors. He's starting to feel the pressure a little bit. And is he going to go able to get a look down the inside into the final chicane?
Thinks twice.
Thinks better of it in the end.
Nice, that was a nice segue there. That was perfect. Finishing off my sentence. Nice. Sorry, I got distracted there. The commentary is almost as good as the racing.
So we've done so many of these streams now, right? We're just on the same wavelength.
I doubt that, mate. I doubt it.
Not sure what wavelength it is, but yeah.
I think that's the problem. I don't know, mate. Neither there or now, but I don't know. I didn't even. I'm going to go shut up now. I'm so tired. It's going to be a long night, guys. At least the racing's keeping us entertained.
A bit further back. Olaf in the orange Beamer has got the run on Mr. Sipex for P6. Mr. Sipex is going to make him go the long way round, but he gets it all over the curves through the first chicane. Is that going to allow him to have a little bit of a look? It's very tricky to get a move into this braking zone.
Ooh.
And
especially when you get up on the grass.
It's slippery as it is, boys. Don't use that. That's going to make it only a million times worse. And typically we've gone away from that lead battle, and when we look away, Weed Racer is in second place.
I'm going to blame you. I'm going to completely blame you for that one. Sorry, guys. Apologies. So yeah, Weed has made it up into second place. He's got some serious pace. We've got Boris on the bumper or bump stop, which could be interesting because they are two feisty drivers. Bump is got the do or die attitude. No mucking about with him. It's full beans all the way.
Yeah, he's he only started driving the BMW as well this afternoon or this evening, like very shortly before the lobby started. So,
well done, son. Been a cracking race. We've got 5 minutes to go. 5.5.
This is usually where it gets all elbows out, but I'd say we've been fairly elbows out for the first 15. So.
Getting lost in the race again.
Ooh, bump stop going over the curbs.
So, Bennett did as well, so I think he's just lost. Bennett done exactly the same thing just ahead of him. So that just allowed Weed Flaming Racer a bit of respite. Bennett sticking with him.
It's looking twitchy, that number one BMW. I'm just wondering if he's not quite got the setup where he wants it. He might have to have a bit of a tweak into the second race, but
it looks a
I
little
normally
too
see
on
Bennett
this,
this flustered. Although he's still right in the back of Weed Racer.
Giving Weed the flash. I don't even know if people do that to me because I don't have a review.
I really wondered where that sentence was going. I'm glad that's where it went. Because for a moment I feared the worst.
Don't twist my words, mate. You know what comes out of my mouth, you don't need to.
No twisting required.
So how are you enjoying the comms and GT3 and in general?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, do this on a Tuesday. It gets me nice and in the zone because obviously I race straight after, and then Sundays with Richie. They're just a barrel of laughs, and again, you get to see some really high quality sim racing from the guys, and hopefully it makes it a bit more entertaining for people watching at home as well. So yeah, I've been enjoying it. I did enjoy a couple of weeks off as well, though, to be fair. So,
half a job.
Yeah.
Do you know how many races I've had off this week, this season?
I imagine it's.
I can't. Do you know?
A small number. Yeah.
I can't remember last time I missed a race. Like I missed a string. It nearly happened today. I sat on the sofa. I was like, I started nodding off. I was like, no, go and have a shower. Wake up. So Boris looking squirrely on the
coffee
exit.
and the biscuits out.
I didn't have no biscuits, so coffee and then Red Bull.
It truly is a sad day for Roy then.
I do love a biscuit. I just noticed Boris is door bump stop.
should have the inside, but the Mercedes better on the brakes, but ooh, not much quarter there given by anybody.
Oh no, that was too much. That is too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ran him all out onto the grass.
There was no turning off, he just went straight on.
Yeah.
So I know we don't get the best of angles, but I think we all can see that one. And we see Migrunt and Simon, teammates, up on each other. Simon seems to recognise that and moves out of the way. Nicely done. Be funny if we just ploughed into the back of him now.
Gonna get bad for worse with bump stop here because he's now under pressure from Mr. Sipex in P6. Mr. Sipex right at the back of him in the toe. Surely Bump's gonna have to go defensive here. He gives Sipex the inside. But just gonna have just enough, I think, to keep it ahead. But I'm sure there'll be some choice words in Bump Stop's helmet going on right now after being rough-handed a bit by Boris.
What, his helmet's been rough-handed by Boris? What?
You know what's happening.
Yeah. Hope there's no children watching. This has gone R-rated.
And we've been demonetised.
I did not know. No words were said then. No proper words anyway. I reckon. The
one person that has benefited a little bit is Bennett in all of this because he's now got some breathing room.
Yeah.
It's still within a second of Weed, so he might be able to make a move for P2. Bennett, apart from Imola, the first race, which he did not take part in, he wasn't here. Apart from that one race at the start of the season, Bennett has not finished off the podium once yet in the GT4 series this season.
Has he won every race?
Been waiting to. He had up until last week at Laguna Seca, where he finished
not good
third.
enough then, is it?
Yeah, no. Standards are slipping clearly. Third again here. Yeah. Needs to pull his finger out.
So, we are on ball with the guy who's had the least airtime tonight, unfortunately. But great drive. Start to finish. He's going to come round into the last time he's got to do this chicane. He's going to be breathing a sigh of relief at each corner. He's going to like,
horrible chicane, that second one. It's by far the worst of the bunch.
Trigger, you know my views, mate. You know I try and keep away from slander. That was he allegedly drove into someone.
Oh, he's going to be putting Bennett under some pressure here. Bennett must have made a mistake because he's dropped back, and Boris is now going to be pushing him to the final chicane. But
He's coming round. Well done, Morgan. He's going to come over the line as we watch these two battle for the final podium spot.
Bennett's going to hold him off. P3, another podium.
Yeah, so second, third.
It's those three again. Who'd believe it? But, brilliant result from Morgan. Bump stop holds off Mr. Sipex for P5 in the end. And McVitie, top result for him, P7 of P8. Captain Rog down in 9. Vade, 10th in the Porsche. And Olaf, Migran, Syme, Axie, Sarosa, the guys who all got caught up in that lap 1 fracas. They'll be hoping for better in race 2. But yeah, dominant for Morgan, you have to say.
Yeah, that was, yeah, no other word for it, is there? Dominant. Perfect race for him. So, well done, Morgan. Yeah, no doubt there is going to be some incidents to be dealing with tomorrow. But, well, we've still got one more race, haven't we? This is just round one. It's just round one.
I'm glad I'm not a steward.
Yeah, there. As I say, we don't know. We can't comment. We don't know everything, and yeah, And we don't like negativity. We're all about peace, love, and harmony. Like on track.
We are? I must have missed that memo.
Oh, comms are anyway. leave the aggressors on track. So, well, all in all, that was a good race, really. But I don't know how long a gap we've got until the next session. So we've got another qualifying session. And then, yeah, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Right, 3, 2, 1. We're back again, and we're in our second qualifying session. Guys, what's with the hating? Like, why? John's getting confused about the fact that we're streaming on Twitch and YouTube. He can see Neil talking on one chat and he can't see it on the other. Yes, we're streaming on both and it captures both things, which is interesting when we're doing Pro and PC. Sounds more like a you problem.
Oh, can we get an ambulance from Neil? He's just been savaged in the chat.
Oh, burned.
Well, from the sounds of Neil's exploits, usually I think he must have them on speed dial by now.
Cara, I said BoA is all about peace, love and harmony. And then it just made everyone piss themselves laughing.
It's almost like they didn't believe you, bro.
I know, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Bang out of order. Things I do for you guys. Bump stop taking a shortcut. Clearly he just wants to get on a timed lap.
I think Vejevo is going to be the first timed lap, but I could be wrong. Morgan's just ahead of him on the road.
Yeah,
I think Vage is the first one to get
got no
It's
blue
the first one
markers.
to set a time. So
No, there's no times.
no times. Well,
We're a bit
I'm
baffled
confused,
here.
Roy.
Yeah, there's no blue markers.
I'm confused.
Shug's broke the server.
confused.
What you done, Shug?
Boris is the first time.
So let's follow behind Boris. I still not fine. So Bump's coming across. Oh no, we just watched him cut the corner, so he won't be sitting in lap. Just notice as well, Rod's finishing 9th place. I don't know whether he picked up any damage in that. I know he started in 10th. I was expecting him to climb 1 or 2 spaces during the session.
Yeah, we didn't see much of him, did we? He was sort of out on his own for a little bit, but it's likely. I think he had been right in the mixer for that first chicane mess. So I think if you made it through that unscathed, you did quite well, to be fair. So
that bumper cars, wasn't it? Cara's showing her true colours. Bennett up with a 45.3. You know there was faster.
Be careful. Be careful, Neil. Cara's been trying to sell those cookies for about the last 5 weeks. I don't know if they're the same ones.
Yeah.
If they're a new batch each week, but if they're the same ones, they're probably a little bit stale
the
by
chocolate
now.
chips are now white. It's always gutting when you open a bar of chocolate, trying to risk it, and it's gone white. You know, I ain't risking that.
No,
I'm joking. I've noticed this session. I've noticed they've spread out a lot more in this session. There are a couple cars bunched up, but you can't help that when you do get 2 cars with completely different pace as well.
they're learning, Roy, which is good. They're learning from the mistakes of the first time. They're not all going to try and fight over the same 100 yards of time. Like, hopefully they'll learn for the race as well, not to crash into each other. But yeah,
I don't know. I did see a lot of aggressive racing. Rubbing is racing, but then there's pushing them straight off the track. So, but I did save the highlights there as well, so I will get my view on it as well. I've got no replays left. But yeah, we don't like to see it, and we've seen it a couple of times this season in GT4. We don't like it. So all I've got to say is this has been the worst league this season for it. But it's what happens when you put ultra competitive people against each other. It can boil over. So, but
exactly. The margins
guys,
are so fine, aren't they?
Yeah, we just ask the drivers to try and keep a cool, try and keep a level head, because it's just for what's the word? I can't think. What we're battling for? It's for bragging rights. That's all it's for.
Yeah.
So to say you're the quickest in this league, yeah, I know it. I know it is. No, of course, it's something. Yeah. To say you're the quickest in a league is something, especially as competitive. I do understand that. So, but I do expect drivers to try and have a bit of composure.
Yeah, I think we've got to give them a little bit more leeway this week, just because of the conditions. You're having to fight the elements as well as the drivers on track, so I think there's always bound to be a little more contact in wet races. But,
exactly. And we do love a bit of rubbing and racing. We do love it, door to door.
Oh,
That's what we want to see.
More exciting.
So, but it's just that line, isn't there, between aggressive and then, yeah. But I've just noticed between Migrun, Sipex and McVitie, 400s between them.
Only 300s at the top as well.
Yeah, just noticed.
Morgan and Boris.
And Sorosa having a much better race. Quali. He's up there. Although we're expecting, they got into the 43s last time, didn't they?
Yeah, 43s, 43 dead. I'd say, I think the commentator's curse immediately getting Sorosa there as he's gone off and jumped back to the pits. But yeah, we're starting to see the Mercedes, as I maybe predicted in the first race, the Mercedes drivers sort of creeping up the standings. We've got 3 top positions, all locked out by Mercedes. We've got Ant McVitie in P6 as well, all in the Mercs. So as they get a bit more to grips with the conditions,
Chuck
the Mercs rising to the top. Axie P3,
yeah,
great
say,
lap.
chuck Axie into the mix now. Oh,
Trigger as well.
I'm getting cold, and I need a wee. It's a bad
Morgan
mixer.
goes quicker again.
Oh, got a dove, I believe, off the track. Probably just getting well out of the way. Trigger up in the third there.
What's Bennett doing? Bennett's currently down in 12th. And
He probably just wants out of it. Tapping out. Well, there's still time. There is still time. 2.5 minutes.
Ant McVitie P3 again. The Mercs are mighty here at Zolder.
Definitely doled it in.
And he's now immediately jumped to the pits. So presumably he was so impressed with that lap that he feels that he doesn't need another.
Yeah, I call that a drop the mic moment. Just noticed Bennett's identical time with Simon. So yeah, it's, if you're watching him now as he makes his way across the final chicane and across the line, goes up into 5th. So back up
it's a
there.
bit more like it, isn't there? There's quite a big gap between Boris in P2 and McVitie in P3. You feel like there's going to be a lot of chance for drivers to slide into that gap. There's 7/10 between the two of them, so that's where we'll see some of these guys filling in. Doesn't seem to have been quite as quick as race 1, as I say that, and I think Morgan just goes 2/10 quicker. He's just reveling in the pace, isn't he? I think this week he's seems to have got a trick on everybody at the moment.
Okay, as we're coming into the final minute, I will start jumping on board with guides as they're coming towards the line, making their final laps of the car 71 UK Sim Racer. We've got following. He's already just done a lap. We've got 3:03. That will be Olaf, won't it? Yeah, you get set time. He's 4 seconds off, so I'm guessing he's hoping he's going to get another lap in, but 30 seconds, I very much doubt it.
He's going to be struggling. It's a very mixed up grid compared to the last race. There's a few guys in the pits. Bump stop's going to be down in 15th at best, so he's going to have a lot of work to do.
118. I just thought Olaf's not put a lap in yet, has he?
No.
So that'd be why his time is really off at the moment. So he's staying forward.
Bennett is going to be the last person to get a lap, but Captain Rog was off the track in front of him, or jumped back to the pits in front of him, so hopefully he didn't get held up by that. But he's going to have one more chance to upset the party. He's currently in 5th.
Olaf jumps up to 10th on his one and only time lap. 2:24. Where are you? Vajevo in that battle.
Down in 18th at the moment. And he goes up to 5th. Quality lap from him in the Cayman.
373.
That's Sipex
Yeah.
and Bennett, the only two to set a time.
Bennett. Were you talking about the bump stop issue thingy, guys? Or are you talking about if you talk about lap 1, I ain't got a clue. That was just carnage. I've got no comment on that at all.
That was like
I didn't know where to look.
The video of the start at Spa 98, where there's just spray and then about 12 cars just come through the spray backwards.
So Sipex coming through the final chicane. Ooh, takes a lot of the outside curb and the grass.
Doesn't improve.
No, and Bennett's out there. Comes across the line.
Here he comes.
Stays as it was.
Stays as it was. So
Yeah.
P6 with Bennett. 3 Mercs in the top 4. Asiam Trigger up there. Javo as well. P5. Axie P7. Sorosa P8. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can make it through the first lap alive. We certainly hope so this time, because it's a bit of a mixed up order, and that's the sort of thing that we love to see. You know, we want to see guys like Bennett and Weed having to come through from the mid pack. So that's exciting stuff. But
Well,
here we go again, Roy.
yeah, well, I'm going to go to a cutscene because I am breaking my neck. So I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back, guys. Oh, we've got Matty in the chat. Evening, sir. So, here we go again. Boris this time leading them round. Is he? No, he ain't. It was Morgan, wasn't it?
Yeah, Morgan's on pole. The odd little graphical glitch, isn't there, tonight in the spectator mode, just to keep us on our toes.
Yeah, it's all visual, mate. That's 3.2 seconds behind. Let's hope we don't see any afters. So to see a good, clean, fun race.
Yeah, I don't think we will. They've all got a job to do. A chance for some more points, a bit of redemption for those who didn't quite make the most of race one, or perhaps got entangled in that incident early on. Neil B in the chat said that the Audi boys at Blue Pasture have done an excellent job of beating the panels back straight for the second race. Let's hope your services aren't required again this race, Neil.
Oh, guys, sorry, just before we start the race, keep a note of this race, who your driver of the race is. At the end of the race, I will put a poll together. I think I figured out how to do it, and we're going to do viewer driver of the day for viewer choices, something we're testing for next season. So please
fancy.
And I think I know how to get the graphic up now as well. So anyway,
here we go again.
Yeah, ding ding, round two. Let's get ready to rumble. No, let's keep this one clean, please. And they are underway. And Trigger does get off to a really good start. He's got the jump on Boris there. He's in the second straight away. Contact.
A little bit further back as well. I think everybody else is.
There seems to be a few cars at the back of the pack there. We'll stay with the leaders at the moment. And car 9, Mig run to the back as well because he's dropped off the pack. Oh dear. So Morgan gets off to a good start. Trigger's gone with him.
Then it's Rage, I think, in P4. And at P5.
Oh, see Dove going.
It's still 3 wide into the first chicane. Somebody's gone into the wall. Is that Sarosa? There it was, into the wall at the first chicane. So this has been a night to forget for Sarosa. Nobody else involved in that incident. But he managed to get through it this time cleanly, Roy. Unless you're a Sarosa, who unfortunately didn't.
Oh, Bennett getting the inside curb. I wish I remember the bloody names of these corners. I do love this track though. It's just
it's great. Oh, that's a big sense.
Whoa! No, I don't know.
Sort of interesting.
Yeah, that was some glitch there.
Lag. Yeah, not entirely sure. Vage is off on the dirt though, and he's going to lose a ton of places. Not entirely sure what happened there. He seemed to glitch through Boris, but he's going to lose a ton of places, which is annoying for him. Is going to be another
going up inside. Oh, he just pushes him out. I guess
squeezes him through there, but
by no means has this been a clean start to speak of. But yeah, something's going on with Vage's car there. He's jumped back on board again as we're pressuring Wiedner. Yeah, that was weird. I have never seen that.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether Kunos have just sort of snuck in like a mini update in the last week. There's been I've seen like the odd sort of a couple of sort of interesting, unexplainable things in the last sort of week.
Yeah,
I hadn't noticed before.
There is rumours of cheats about as well.
So I'm sure we're not suggesting anything like that, but
we're obviously not going to make too much noise about it because that wouldn't make sense, would it? But yeah, we have heard of there are
He didn't phase through him there. He gets a little bit of a love tap on the back of Weed there through Villeneuve chicane. Weed cams it all up, but see Vage really wanting to regain some of those positions. They go down to the Bloderberg hairpin. Weed goes defensive and holds him for now, but Vage looking racy down in P7.
Yeah, so let's see who else is there. Any up at the Sipex. He really close. It has to be like 2 temps in these cars because they all just follow each other so well, didn't they, GT4s?
Yeah.
Still see what we're on lap 3rd lap now, and still got a long old train.
Yeah, Morgan's not been able to drop the field like he did in race 1, but Trigger staying within a second of him at the moment.
I think the Trigger's going to have the demon in him, and right now he's going to want this. Let's hope he doesn't push too hard. But yeah, he's looking strong at the moment with Boris in pursuit and Bennett in tow as well, so they're all pulling away from the chasing pack with Ant McVitie. He's having a blinder of a race.
Yeah, he's had a good meeting so far as Bump, Stop and Syme go side by side through that first chicane. I think that was a bit of a robust move, but Bump's made that place. He's up into 14th. So he qualified way down, but to get the elbows out there, as somebody's gone off at the second chicane. Who's that? Is that Vage Avo? It is. So he's dropping even further back. He's down now. He's going to be out of the points, I think.
No, he looks. No, I'm going to go. He looks on rails at the moment. It doesn't seem to be pushing too hard. He's just, yeah, he looks in the zone. I love it when you do get in the zone. Like the car, you're just in one with the car. Even on the computer, I can imagine what it's like when you get that perfect setup.
Yeah. You can just do lap after lap after lap. So Vage Avo into the pits, so I'm assuming he's going to be our first retirement of race 2. Shame for him. It was a very strong quali performance, but not been able to bring it home in the race.
But that was a weird glitch, wasn't it?
Yeah, don't really know what to make of that, but so I have seen a fair bit of it in lobbies recently, but I don't know.
Contact on the exit, bumping a bump up between Olaf and Olaf getting a bit too much of the inside curb, too much of the apex. There is too much of a good thing.
A bit further up, Bennett's made a mistake, and he is now down to 6th. Do not adjust your sets.
I'm going to stay with this battle right now because I think there could be a move coming, and you know what we do. We turn away and the move gets made. Contact! I know I should have stayed with it. There he's pushing straight over the thing. He gets his rear quarter up, goes straight over the corner, and now Olaf is allowed Rog through, so Rog up into 9th place now. His teammate just 3 places behind. So yes, it's been feisty, but not too bad. We've also got to take into consideration we're not racers. We're racers. Sorry, we're not pro drivers. We are racers. That's exactly what we are. We love racing.
Here comes Bennett. Is he coming up the inside of Axie into turn 1? Is he going to send it? You bet he is, but Axie's going to hold on around the outside. And
uses the white line and everything.
Of them there. Yeah.
You don't want to be on them painted lines.
Axie's looked strong this weekend. He got caught up in the chaos in race 1, and he's now got a chance to show us what he can do, and he's keeping the Drivers' Championship leader behind him at the moment. And that's going to allow maybe Weed Racer to have a look at Bennett as they come down towards the first chicane. Beamer on Beamer, he's going to have a look. Surely he's going to be too far back there. Yeah, I think tucks himself back into it. I think that would have only ended in tears. Or as Axie gets it wrong, no, that's going to allow Bennett through. And so Axie down to 7th, Bennett back up to 5th.
So I've just jumped on board with Boost Goose and his party, or posse. Got a train of 6 cars continuing to battle. I'm enjoying this race a lot more. Don't know about you. Stop go for car 224. Vajevo is just, yeah, I think that's game over.
Yeah, call it a day.
He's not, he's out on track.
Yeah, well, we've got to give credit to that, but I don't see how he's going to make any more progress past where he is at the moment. But no, you do have to give credit for him to keep on going.
So we've got Boris within half a second of Trigger, but it's not really moved much the whole race.
Yeah, Trigger's looking pretty solid at the moment. He's not succumbing to the pressure, and Morgan's not exactly a million miles up the road either, so
yeah, I think
still all to play for, with 10 minutes to go.
One of them situations where the Audi's going to be stronger than the Merc in certain sectors. Through certain. See, the Audi looked really strong through there, but I think in the chicanes the Merc's got one up on him. What's through here?
Oh, here we go, Bennett and Reed Racer in the background of the shot. You can see there, still going side by side. Reed's going to try and take the outside, which I don't think is the right tactic. But Bennett gets big over the curves, and Reed has to duck out of it. And now Axie's going to have a look as they're going towards Villeneuve. But yeah, he's had to take the wider line. He's just not got the grip, so he's not able to hold it around there. And it's a as you were, but they're certainly giving it everything.
Halfway into the race. Moving on, we've got another 2 races after this one, dude. We've got the Intercontinental League. So this is just round 1 of the evening. Well, round 2.
I've forgotten I've got to go out and drive myself. That's
yeah, have you learnt anything?
yeah, that it's going to be mental.
Bloody mental.
And that I need to be driving a Mercedes and not a Ginetta.
Well, we've not seen a Ginetta out there, we don't know.
I have. But we've got yellow flags at the back. Who's that gone round? Is that Mr. Sipex? No. He was in that big train, I think, with Boost Goose, so he's dropped back. Trigger is getting closer to Morgan.
Good spot.
The gap down to 4 tenths.
We've also got this ding-dong battle here. I think we've got more chance of a move being made. No, I've not even set up the servers or anything. Jeez. Still got that to do tonight.
And it takes so much of those curbs over that chicane. That can't be the quickest way through.
I'm not going to say anything because I'm not being beautiful.
You can see Weed holding them all at bay at the moment. He looks like he's probably got the most together package of the 3 from what we've seen. As it looks like we've got a jump to pits. Matt Puck was... I said that as a Axie nearly runs into the back of Bennett on the brakes there. That would have been a bit of a disaster, but Matt Puck has a jump to pits, so he's our first retirement of race 2. And
no, Bennett had some sort of incident earlier there, Chapman. Yeah, so, and Bennett's trying to make his way back into 4th place.
Yeah, as we said, it's not really looked on well. As we see there, another big kick of oversteer coming through.
Oh, he's sideways
2
there,
and
but
3.
I've noticed that's how he drives. He drives the car sideways most of the time, and I don't know whether it works in the wet.
Axe is going to carry the speed. Bennett's going to have to go defensive here, isn't he? Surely. No, he's not going to. Beamer's just got the legs on the straight. It's not a long straight, that one, but you can still see it's just...
Second, third and fourth gear, it's gone.
Yeah. Camaro's no slouch in a straight line either, so you can just see that the Beamer power. Here we go.
Oh. Sorry, I've just jumped on board with Rosa.
Oh, you've just missed Axie getting past Bennett. Bennett down to 7th. Axie into the Villeneuve chicane. I was worried that he wasn't going to get it stopped. You can see the Chevy squirming on the brakes, but he does manage to get the car stopped, and he's through up into 6th. So did I put the curse on Bennett last race? He has not finished a race off the podium so far this season. He's got a lot to do in the last 6 minutes. He wants to keep that this way. He's currently in 7th, and it's not been an amazing day out for the boys in red, with Sarosa being in the wars as well. So will that allow the Ram Raiders to close up the gap in the team's championship?
Right, bear with me. Right, guys, start giving me options for your driver of the day. Just sorting it out now. Close that one. Evo won driver of the day of that one on Sunday. So who am I on board with at the moment? Still bold with Axes. He's charging towards Weed as well now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely got the pace. Looks like he's got the flashes on as well. So we're hoping to get it together. The last 5 minutes of the last race in the Euro League tonight. This is where it's going to get down and dirty. They're all going to get their elbows out, trying to make those positions. Morgan has just gapped Trigger ever so slightly by a few tenths, but he's still up there, still within a second, should there be an error. Boris likewise on Trigger in P3. At McVitie in his own little world in P4 at the moment. He's had a cracking event. And then these 3. Weed. Oh, there's contact, there's contact. Bennett's driven into the back of Axie. And that's going to, allow Dove to get through both of them. It looked like Bennett was going to wait for Axie.
Yeah,
but then Dove nearly drove into the back of him. So Bennett just got it a little bit wrong on the brakes there, but that's going to allow Dove to move up into 6th. Bennett, yeah, I say it looked like Bennett was going to wait for Axie, but sort of inconveniently stopped on the apex, which wasn't very helpful. He's struggling now. I wonder if he's just got some damage. He must have to the rear of that car. Struggled to get it stopped. He's going to lose more places. I think that's Rog and Boost Goose who have got through. That's a shame for Axie. He was going so well. And I have to say, an uncharacteristic mistake from Bennett there on the brakes. It's not something we're used to seeing from him. That's going to allow Dove up into 6th. So he won't be complaining.
Just notice Trigger's got to get the charger on to Morgan again.
Yeah, it's interesting. It seems like Trigger sort of closes the gap back up, and then Morgan just opens it back up. I don't know whether he's just controlling the pace, although it looks like he's gone all over the curbs there, so that's not going to be the quickest route. So Trigger is going to just be on the back of him here. Morgan, we've seen Morgan buckle in the dying stages before. Remember Suzuka Roy on the very last lap in changeable conditions. Bennett got past Morgan for the lead on the very last lap, and it looks like he's really struggling at the moment to get it turned and get it stopped. Trigger's going to have the run as they go into the Jackie X chicane, but Trigger gets a wheel on the grass. He's got to send it here, surely, at this point, but no, he's going to tuck back in.
But just got enough grunt over him.
Yeah, Trigger just got a wheel on the grass in the acceleration zone. I just wonder if that cost him that half a car length that he would have needed to be alongside. But Morgan not looking invulnerable here. I have to say, very different to race 1, where he very much had it all of his own way. But here, Trigger could just spring a late surprise for the boys in blue.
Oh, and McVitie's gone backwards from 4th to 6th.
We need to stop saying how well everybody's doing. Because a few minutes later...
Still great driving from him.
Yeah, still good. P6, he'll be happy. He's going to have to fight for it, though, as he's got Bennett on the back of him. As Olaf is going to have a look, and oh, they're so close together. I think we need to... Trigger's had another little look at Morgan, but he's not quite been able to do it. There's going to be one more lap after this one. Trigger's looking very racy now.
It's one of them ones though, if you don't get past you might lose a position as well, so it's do you give it all or lose both positions? We've seen it a couple of times. You go for the move and end up losing 2 positions
again,
and gets up on the grass.
Yeah, he's done that again.
This is what I'm saying.
Boris to
Boris,
get a bit of a...
he's going to have a better drive.
That was a bit of smart defending there, I think, from Trigger. He just held up on the exit a little bit there, so Boris had to get off the power. And I think that's going to keep him in second for now, but it's going to give Morgan a couple of corners respite as they go on to the final lap.
Guys, I've got Ant McVitie down as one vote. I'm going to put Trigger... Yeah, let's wait till the end of this.
Oh, he's got very deep into Stonework, and that's going to maybe allow Boris, is it, to have a run?
Definitely got a charge on him, but we've got to go through another corner as Boris goes
wide. Boris on the grass. They're really on the ragged edge, these two. Morgan's going to be absolutely laughing because it's given him the chance to gap them. He's got a second and a half. Boris reeving on the straight there. I'm not entirely sure what that's probably just to put Trigger off a little bit, but hasn't worked.
It takes all that corner as confident as he's done every other race lap.
Trigger. I think that might be a bit of gamesmanship there from Trigger.
I'm not saying anything. I can't say I'm not guilt-free.
Yeah. I think we've all done it.
Yeah, what happened, guys, is you have to put exclamation mark vote, and once I sort it out, so once we finish this race, got to stay with this for now. As we see, there's a load of bunching up behind it as well. We've been with this, so we're going to assume that's how the race is going to end. As we go back with Bennett and Dove, and also Olaf and McVitie as well.
Yeah. Fantastic job from Morgan. He takes the checkered flag for the second time tonight. Perfect results for him. Oh, McVitie's going to lose it, is he? Oh, there's a little bit of ping, bit of lag. Olaf might get the run on him here on the line. Oh, I think he's just held it.
4 fathoms.
By the skin of his teeth, McVitie holds on to 7th. Olaf P8, Rog 9, Busquets 10th, Axie 11th after such a strong start. Careful, boys.
Sorry,
still
guys,
lose
stop
safety points for hitting each other.
I'm not set it up yet, guys. I was trying to say I'm not set it up yet. You're going to have to wait. Just give me names so I can put guys' names down. You guys are so impatient. Well done, everyone out there. Much cleaner race, and it was a much better race for it. So,
yeah,
right.
And these are the day. Bennett off the podium for the first time this season, P6.
Yeah, good shot, yeah. Olaf could come back there. Right, I think most guys are going for Ant, but yeah, so we're going Ant and Trigger. Has anyone else got any other?
I feel that maybe call me a bit a radical hero, but maybe Morgan, who won both races, maybe deserves a
shout. Yep. So
maybe deserves a shout in there.
Should have put Trigger down as Dave. He won't understand it, though, it's America.
No, yeah.
Trigger will be the command, and you're going for Morgan. See, this is why I need to be off the comms and doing things in the background. Right, that is done. Let me set this up now so it comes up on the screen, hopefully. Copy. Oh, but people... Oh, right, so I'm looking at something else. Yeah, Morgan, 2 wins.
Yeah, great result for him. Good result for the Ram Raiders in general as well. McVitie a strong showing in the second car, and will certainly help them in the teams championship. It's down in 8th, so you feel like they're move up the standings there. But yeah, those of you who are watching, don't go anywhere. We've still got Intercontinental coming up later as well.
We've got 20 minutes, so they can go where they want.
Okay, you can go where you want for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Be back.
I'm going to go.
We know who's watching.
I'm just trying to still set up while we're still here. I mean, you can jump off as well, but I'm just trying to get this working. I don't get it. Enable CloudBot. This is enabled.
But I'm going to drop out as I've got my race to sort of make myself ready for.
Yeah, so, go on, mate.
It's been
Thank you very much.
Pleasure as always, Roy. I'll see you next week, and have fun with Intercon, and good luck with the poll.
Yeah, I think I don't know what I've done. Oh, this is gone again. Right, if I just edit this one. No, I don't want to do that one. No, I don't want to do that one.
Right, thanks very much, guys. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, take it easy.
Good luck, Roy.
Good luck in your race, mate.
Take care. Cheers, man.
Green line. Give it all you got.
So we've got Ant. And then we add Morgan. Oh, Moran. Anyone has stayed with me, thank you very much. Just bear with me a couple minutes. If it works, we've got a cool little feature. That's why it didn't work. Right, I figured it out. Figured it out. Damn it. Hey, it's working. Right, have we got anyone here still? Right, so now what you do is you put, as you see on the screen there, so exclamation mark vote and then the name. I'm going to try and make the graphic better. So stick with me. Alright, let me see if that's gone through. Yeah. There we go. I'm just going to try and make the graphic pretty now. Yeah, it's working. Right, I'm just making it look a bit prettier. Why have you done that? That's right, guys, I am getting your votes. Just something's gone weird with the graphic. So keep voting. But yeah, it's working. They all have one vote each. Where's the rest of the bloody graphic gone though? Delete that one. And there's a new one. There we go. So I'll keep that running throughout the session. We'll try and make it look pretty better though. I'll keep the stream running for now, because that isn't the greatest looking thing. Much better. Black and yellow is better. That's better, isn't it? Although I need to change one of the things because you can't see the bar. Secondary background. Background bar background. We'll go white for that. There we go. That's much better. We'll leave that down there. Okie dokie. Oh, and so before the end of the next stream, we'll add some more to that. But currently, Morgan's winning the vote. So, but yeah, if you want to vote, exclamation mark vote, and then the name. Is it not working on Twitch? I'm not too sure. Let me look on Twitch. I've got to keep doing stuff. I'll fall asleep otherwise. Thank you for keeping me company. Alright, I'm not. Am I signed in as me? Yep, I am signed in as me on this. Yeah, basically what we're going to do, guys, because it's kind of a bit of an ordeal on during the week trying to get like certificates and that lot together. We're going to do these so the viewer's going to have the vote basically now. Where should I have this? I don't need that screen door. Right, I'm going to kill the stream for 15 minutes, guys. We'll be back, as I say, in 15 minutes.